Over the past 294 days, it has carried not only my message to you, but also the shared hopes and dreams of each nation and territory through which it has passed. Her Majesty the Queen has asked me to read her message. As a centre for innovation, a world leader in women's empowerment, a growing hub for the green economy, and a commitment to a united future. As leaders, you consider how to define and strengthen our own commitment to common purpose.
Royal observers are abuzz following a powerful moment that unfolded in central London, one that left King Charles deeply emotional and reignited global conversation about the monarchy's evolving influence. It happened at the Commonwealth Day service, a significant gathering of diplomats, leaders, and international delegates, where His Majesty appeared to hint at the beginning of a transition. Behind the grandeur of the event, palace sources suggest Charles, still battling health issues, used his appearance to subtly signal a farewell as head of the Commonwealth, while subtly elevating Catherine, Princess of Wales, as the future guiding figure. So what really went on behind those storied walls? And why did this resonate so deeply with onlookers and insiders alike? Stay tuned for the full story, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal updates. There's something deeply moving about witnessing a leader pause and reflect on a lifetime of duty, especially when vulnerability and experience meet in the same moment. King Charles has always viewed the Commonwealth as more than a loose alliance, a global family bound by mutual respect and shared purpose. At the 2025 Commonwealth Day observance inside Westminster Abbey, with figures representing all 56 member countries in attendance, Charles shared remarks centered on unity in uncertain times. But beneath the surface, royal watchers picked up on something more, a tone that felt like closure, as though he were ready to hand over the mantle. It wasn't merely another address, it felt like a quiet acknowledgement that change was approaching. With Catherine standing prominently nearby, her presence represented the beginning of a new chapter. The atmosphere inside Westminster Abbey that morning in early 2025 was filled with tension, curiosity, and reverence. Typically a celebration of internation bonds, this year's observance took on a heavier, more symbolic meaning, though not a full Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting like the biennial CHOGM. The London event gathered high-ranking leaders, effectively becoming a high-level discussion about the future of the institution. King Charles, who succeeded Queen Elizabeth II as Commonwealth head in 2022, delivered a pre-recording message highlighting cooperation and environmental priorities. But it was his live presence that drew gasps. Subtle movements, expressions, and glances told a deeper story. Those close to the court described how Charles walked into the Abbey with careful steps, his expression a mixture of pride and exhaustion, themed around perseverance and peace. The service featured music and performances from across the Commonwealth, African drummers, choirs from island nations, and more. It was amid this celebration of global culture that Charles's message struck a personal chord. His words praised the strength of the organization, but his gaze lingered on the younger royals, hinting at a quiet passing of the torch. Catherine, dressed in a sharp navy outfit, stood out not only for her classic style but for how she interacted, connecting warmly with guests, exuding grace under pressure, and showing signs of diplomatic ease. The magnitude of the moment was heightened by what had come before. In 2024, Charles and Catherine both missed the service due to health concerns, a notable absence that was felt deeply across the Commonwealth. Their joint return in 2025 was not just celebrated, it carried extra weight. One Caribbean envoy in attendance noted that the King's words felt like a swan song, applauding the emerging generation's readiness to take on greater roles. In his own quiet way, Charles appeared to be preparing the public and the institution for a shift, with Catherine clearly in focus. To grasp the importance of this potential transition, one must consider Charles's enduring connection with the Commonwealth. As Prince of Wales, he tirelessly promoted issues like climate change and youth development, initiatives that aligned perfectly with the body's principles. Since becoming its head in 2022, he has strived to expand his mother's legacy, visiting member states like Australia and Samoa to strengthen ties. At the 2024 CHOGM in St. Louis, Charles gave a moving speech that openly acknowledged colonial harms, a bold act that showed a monarch ready to reconcile history with the future. Still, personal health concerns have forced reassessment. With a cancer diagnosis confirmed in early 2024, Charles has juggled treatment with his royal responsibilities. Close sources say that this battle has sparked deep introspection. In his 2025 Commonwealth Day message, he emphasized the urgency of restoring balance to the planet, an echo of his lifelong environmental advocacy. But those who know him believe it was more than policy, was a heartfelt sign that his time as the central figure might soon end, freeing him to focus on healing and legacy building. These moments go beyond protocol, they're steeped in emotion. Consider Charles's October 2024 visit to Samoa, where he inaugurated the King's Commonwealth Fellowship, aimed at educating youth from vulnerable island nations. Surrounded by bright young minds, his gaze reportedly, filled with emotion, a rare glimpse of the man beyond the monarch. It's this very humanity that makes his quiet retreat so moving, as though he's handing over his life's mission to those he trusts most. No farewell feels whole without recognizing the struggles that shape it. King Charles's cancer diagnosis rocked not just his family but the entire Commonwealth. Announced in February 2024, it led to a pause in his royal duties, with Queen Camilla and Prince William stepping into greater roles. By 2025, though in remission, the experience had left an indelible mark on his worldview. Sources within the palace say Charles began expressing privately his desire to refine his responsibilities, adapting the monarchy to better fit today's rapidly changing world. His health journey, in many ways, mirrored Catherine's own fight with cancer, diagnosed at roughly the same time. Their shared resilience became a beacon of strength, and both made a powerful return to public life during the 2025 Commonwealth Day event. One touching moment described by insiders involved a quiet family embrace before the service. Charles resting his hand on Catherine's shoulder and offering gentle encouragement. That single act spoke volumes. As one palisade put it, His Majesty sees in Catherine the kind of compassionate leadership the Commonwealth now needs. These hardships have brought a human layer to the royals, allowing many to relate to their experience in deeply personal ways. If Charles does choose to step back, it won't be from weakness, it will be from wisdom. He sees the value of new energy stepping forward, and that composed presence he carried in London masked a firm determination to clear the way for a new era. Enter Catherine, Princess of Wales, a figure whose rise has captivated the public. Once praised for her composure and commitment, she's now stepping into the spotlight as a possible key player on the international stage. Her advocacy for children's welfare and mental health aligns closely with the values many Commonwealth nations hold dear. But at the 2025 service, she did more than show up, she was deeply involved. From greeting dignitaries to engaging in real conversations about youth empowerment, Catherine displayed a growing command of her role. Experts in royal affairs credit her diplomatic finesse as central to this progression. She's hosted discussions on women's rights, pushed climate awareness, and cultivated a global image rooted in empathy. Behind closed doors, insiders say Charles personally mentored her in the subtleties of global leadership, drawing on decades of experience. One such moment reportedly occurred during a private family getaway, when Charles told her, "Empathy is the soul of the Commonwealth and you carry that beautifully." Her evolution is striking. The once reserved Duchess now stands tall as a confident and respected figure. Whether at grand state events or tennis tournaments like Wimbledon, her calm presence garners respect. But her real impact is often behind the scenes, supporting William's Earthshot Prize and helping shape the next generation's voice. She's emerged as a connector bridging the monarchy's heritage with its future, ready to accept greater duties if called upon. The highlight of the day in London was Charles's indirect acknowledgement of Catherine's emergence. Though there was no formal announcement, his tribute to the younger generation's vision was widely seen as a nod in her direction. With Catherine seated prominently, her glance toward William carried quiet strength and resolve. Observers noted how Charles's tone softened when speaking about family contributions, a subtle signal that didn't go unnoticed. This wasn't a performance, it was a sincere moment. One African delegate even remarked afterward that the event felt like a symbolic handover, suggesting Charles had chosen a dignified way to guide transition. His health journey has clearly accelerated long-term planning, with discussions underway for William and Catherine to take on more Commonwealth responsibilities. Within that historic abbey surrounded by symbols of shared history, Charles offered more than words. He extended a bridge from his generation to the next, quietly positioning Catherine to take a larger role. After the service, at a reception, Catherine mingled with ease, holding in-depth talks on sustainability with foreign representatives. Charles watched from a distance, pride written on his face and possibly relief. It was a moment wrapped in feeling, recognition, hope, and closure. It celebrated his own legacy while spotlighting her promise. At the heart of this shift is the royal family's enduring connection, built on decades of shared triumphs, hardships, and heartfelt unity. The bond between Charles and Catherine has matured over time, once just warm, now shaped by trust, mentorship, and shared experience. Their parallel battles with illness in early 2024 formed a deeper bond, as emotional exchanges during recovery brought them closer. Those in royal circles say, shared, heartfelt calls and visits, where Charles offered the perspective of experience, while Catherine's steady optimism became a source of renewed energy, turning moments of hardship into a new kind of strength for the royal family. Prince William, both loving son and devoted husband, has taken a central role in this evolving picture, championing a streamlined, forward-thinking monarchy where Catherine's diplomatic touch and emotional intelligence are front and center. His quiet yet unwavering protectiveness is visible both publicly and privately, most notably in how he and Catherine have worked together to shield their family from external tensions. Recent reports indicate they've handled ongoing familial strains such as the delicate situation involving Prince Harry with thoughtful restraint. They've approached discreet meetings between Harry and royal advisors with caution, opting instead to focus on maintaining peace within their own household. This deliberate strategy reflects William's dedication to long-term stability, a foundation where future transitions can take place smoothly and with dignity. The strength of this royal core is bolstered by the extended family's contributions. Princess Anne, with her trademark candor and years of frontline service, continues to offer practical guidance, helping Charles navigate medical choices and advising William on leadership nuances. Prince Edward and the Duchess of Edinburgh, Sophie, maintain a close rapport with William and Catherine, often stepping in for official duties and providing behind-the-scenes support. Insiders say they're viewed as the steady hands, integral to quiet discussions around the Commonwealth's direction. Even Queen Camilla, newly named Vice Admiral by the Royal Navy, remains a pillar of strength. Her warmth and dry humor have helped bridge generations, especially during recent appearances where her visible solidarity with Charles added a reassuring presence. The younger royals bring their own charm to this tapestry of unity. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis look up to Catherine, learning lessons in service and compassion from her example. Sources paint charming scenes of family dinners at Windsor or Anmere Hall, where global topics including Commonwealth affairs are discussed openly, with Charles encouraging dialogue across all ages. Events like the upcoming Balmoral Summer Gathering in August 2025 aim to reinforce this spirit, framing the idea of transition not as an ending but as evolution. The family has also embraced joy in the everyday. New additions, perhaps even a beloved pet or two, as seen in recently released heartwarming photos, highlight their focus on togetherness amid the demands of duty. Catherine's role as a mother is central to this image. She balances global responsibility with the intimacy of raising her children, passing along the values of compassion and public service that once defined Queen Elizabeth's reign. William's love and admiration for his wife are evident in their interactions, tender touches, and shared smiles during the Commonwealth service offered glimpses of a bond built on trust and mutual strength. Together they present a united front against modern challenges, inspiring their family with a blend of resilience and warmth. This tight-knit network provides King Charles with peace of mind as he contemplates the road ahead, confident that the Commonwealth's guiding flame will be carried forward by steady and loving hands. But what does this shift signal for the future of the Commonwealth itself? Should Charles formally reduce his role, it may open the door for a rejuvenated and more diverse leadership model. With leaders like Catherine stepping forward, the stage is set for a bolder, more innovative approach to key global challenges, environmental reform to gender equity to sustainable development. Charles's leadership since 2022 has emphasized harmony and perseverance, but his health realities now invite deeper reflection. According to Palace insiders, this period of change could help reignite the organization's founding principles. In member countries where Republican sentiments are growing, such as Jamaica, with a 2025 independence referendum looming, Catherine's relatable style could offer a bridge. Her genuine warmth, seen consistently during royal engagements, may resonate with nations searching for modern identity while preserving connections to shared history. The same is true in Australia, where renewed debates over constitutional monarchy and the role of the sovereign continue to gain traction. Catherine's ability to connect across generations could help ease friction and promote continued cooperation. Quiet speculation from royal circles suggests she may soon lead upcoming delegations, or even represent the monarchy at key summits. Such roles would expand on Charles's 2024 Commonwealth Fellowship, launched in Samoa, an initiative focusing on youth leadership and innovation. Catherine's vision, in sync with those goals, offers continuity while embracing progress. Still, the path won't be simple. Long-standing tensions, whether rooted in colonial legacy or economic disparity, remain real hurdles. At the 2024 Moya, Charles's decision to openly acknowledge the difficult parts of shared history set a precedent for honest dialogue. That may encourage a new era of healing and honest discourse. Media outlets like The Guardian note increasing calls from African and Caribbean nations for tangible reparative action, not just symbolic gestures. Observers believe Catherine's generation may be especially well-suited to respond meaningfully, drawing on her personal journey of resilience and commitment to service. Her triumphant return at the 2025 Commonwealth Day celebration in London, her first since battling cancer, a turning point. Clad in a bold red outfit by Catherine Walker, she warmly engaged global leaders, reflecting both continuity and renewed hope. That summit in London ignited quiet but meaningful conversations behind palace walls, centering around the idea of shared leadership a possible reimagining of the headship that favors cooperation over rigid hierarchy. In the broader context, this shift showcases the monarchy's capacity for transformation, ensuring its relevance in today's rapidly changing multipolar world, where flexible alliances and coordinated climate responses are essential. For the 15 Commonwealth realms, where Charles remains head of state, including New Zealand, and Canada, Catherine's growing influence offers a timely mix of heritage and progress. Her platform resonates especially well with younger generations, who value equity, sustainability, and mental wellness. Experts say her advocacy around early learning and mental health aligns naturally with Commonwealth objectives, particularly those concerning small island nations grappling with sea level rise issues. Charles also championed, especially during the Samoa Summit, as the group prepares to appoint a new Secretary General and faces a host of geopolitical and economic challenges in 2025. This moment feels less like a farewell and more like a handover, a chance for the Commonwealth to become more empathetic, forward-facing, and inclusive. Catherine's presence at the heart of it may be the spark that reinvigorates commitment across all 56 nations. As memories of the London gathering fade into the historical record, the gesture King Charles offered, quiet, respectful, deeply symbolic. His unspoken endorsement of Catherine at the 2025 service wasn't a retreat, but a masterstroke, passing the torch while honoring his own era of steady leadership. From emotionally charged speeches on climate justice to forthright acknowledgments of colonial history's shadows, his reign will be remembered for both courage and clarity. This milestone captured more than a moment. It symbolized the monarchy's ability to evolve with grace. It's a story of generational renewal, where wisdom yields space for fresh perspectives, ensuring the unity among Commonwealth nations not only survives, but thrives. What lies on the horizon for this storied family and global institution? More appearances and initiatives are already anticipated, with Catherine possibly taking the lead on new, impactful efforts that build upon Charles's long-standing environmental and youth advocacy. Picture her facilitating panels on sustainability across the member states, applying her lived insights from early education campaigns and mental health programs to deepen cultural understanding. Fans across the globe remain drawn to Charles's quiet courage in the face of illness, others moved by Catherine's composed return, symbolizing strength and progress. Each perspective adds to the larger narrative. This monarchy is not stuck in time. It adapts, it endures. Sources close to the family say Charles, far from stepping away entirely, is doubling down on mentorship, sharing hard-won insights during quiet family gatherings, always focused on unity and shared purpose. Catherine, already a master of soft diplomacy, seen mingling with world leaders at Wimbledon or the Chelsea Flower Show, is primed to bring that energy to global forums, with a focus on equity, climate advocacy, and intergenerational dialogue. If trends hold, we may even see the Commonwealth leaning into discussions around historical justice and reparations. Topics once whispered, now emerging under the compassionate leadership of this new royal wave. Catherine's approach, rooted in both empathy and practicality, may help navigate that emotional terrain. But beyond the pageantry, it's the tender moments that leave the deepest impression. Charles's proud glances as Catherine connects with world leaders, the laughter shared around private family tables. These are the threads binding heritage to heart. Looking ahead, the Commonwealth finds itself on the brink of transformation, guided by leaders who blend legacy with humanity. So what touched you most in this unfolding chapter of royal history? Drop your favorite moment in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's next in the royal family's ever-evolving journey. Coming up, a new tale from inside the palace that you won't want to miss.